Well, hello, my yarn smithing lovelies. We're back here again in central UK. Today, a little chat with you about buying from Temu and the hate that comes in for doing so. Stay tuned. So I had a few messages privately and also on the YouTube channel, and it seems that a few of you are getting hate for buying from, or buying yarn specifically, I'll say more about that in a minute, from Temu. Now, I've said this so many times in the past. Temu is a sales platform that partner with manufacturers, and manufacturers send the goods straight out to consumers, and it cuts out agents, wholesalers, retailers, and that's why you get it so cheaply. Those manufacturers don't just supply to Temu, they supply to all kinds of sales platforms, including Amazon. If you look back on the old videos, there are quite a few where I've done a bit of research and I've found exactly the same yarn product on Amazon that was on Temu. Same pictures, same description, same everything. The only difference was the price. Amazon was 4 or 5 times more expensive than buying directly from Temu. Now, just for clarification, I use Temu's UK site. Wherever you are in the world, the sites will be slightly different because they're or various countries, the rules are slightly different for importing and for the checks and balances on those goods that are imported. Also, because of the tax is different for various countries, etc., etc. So when I do reviews on yarn, it's always bought from the UK site. Now, on the UK site, there on every advert is a little thing. I'm going to put it up for you now on the screen. If you just scroll down a little bit past the description of the product, there's a thing that says safety information and contacts. When you click on that, then this will pop up and it gives the information there. In our case, EU responsible person, and that company, in this case for this particular product, is in Paris, is responsible for ensuring that the product complies with the required regulations. That means safety regulations, in other words, what that particular product, in our case yarn, the dyes, the product itself, etc., etc., and that it says on the label the correct information about that yarn content. Occasionally, if you've bought from the EU site, you'll find that the yarn label has been replaced, often with a band with nothing on it, and the whole thing then is put in a bag and it's got a label on with the real content, etc., etc. That's put on there by the responsible person. So when I talk about buying from Temu, I'm talking about buying from the site that I buy from, and it's talking about my personal experience of buying from there and what arrives, and those are the things that I review and tell you whether to go ahead and buy those things or not. So last week I did a review and I had some most peculiar hate come through. One woman who has left messages before, horrible messages, said for a product that I reviewed a little while ago, what a terrible person I was for buying it, because that particular yarn is made from boiled puppies. And then she called me stupid. I've been racking my brains to try and think how on earth they make yarn from boiled puppies. I've got no idea at all. So let me see if I can find what she said. This woman actually said, I made a comment to her about buying products from Amazon and saying that, you know, if she's buying yarn from Amazon, she's probably buying from the same place that we're buying from on Temu. And the yarn in question that she commented on was actually from Turkey. She was talking about yarn that came from China, so she hadn't done her research, even though she says that all the yarn from Turkey is also problematic and is very poor quality. Over a third of the yarn worldwide is manufactured in Turkey. A huge amount of very well-known yarn suppliers manufacture in Turkey. So I'm sure they're going to be really interested in looking at this woman's comments. I'm going to pass all the information on. So this woman claimed that because of some yarn she'd bought from Temu, she had a serious lung infection that apparently people were expecting she might die. And because of the yarn that she bought from Temu, she lost her eyesight. Now, there's no explanation of what it was about the yarn that caused a lung infection and caused her to lose her eyesight. I had a look. She does have a YouTube channel with just a few videos on. She's got a very small amount of subscribers. No mention whatsoever of it on there. If I'd been through something like that, I'd be telling the world. It would be all over the place. And she actually put on there that she has reasons to hate the products, and she has reasons to hate the people who promote them. So in this case, I presume she's talking about me. Darling, I don't care. You can hate who you want. It's your prerogative. It's fine. She finishes it off with saying, do you really imagine people like me come here simply to hurt your feelings? I don't know why else you'd come. unless it's to use the amount of people that my videos go out to and my subscribers, it's to kind of get your feelings over to them, because you've not got that many people on your own site. Maybe, don't know. Anyway, moving on. Next, I had, interestingly, talking about other people getting hate, from lovely Happy Sabby, who is a regular contributor to the channel. She says that she really hates it that so many people are trying to fearmonger into not buying from Temu, and when they do buy from Temu, they attack her. She's joined forums to be part of a community, and it says, when you love creating but can't afford to buy yarn from the mainstream suppliers, and because she's buying cheaper yarns because that's all she can afford, she gets pushed out of finding fellowship in her craft because of her choice of where she's buying from. One, I would tend to say, if you join a group and they treat their members like that, do you really want to be a part of that group? Two, maybe just educate them. They've probably just read things like stupid woman's boiled puppy comment and believed it without doing any research themselves. But she does say that's one of the reasons that she loves what we do here on this channel. Everybody's welcome, even the haters. You're welcome. You can send as much hate as you like. The YouTube algorithm looks at how many people are interacting with the channel, how many people are leaving comments, etc. The algorithm doesn't care what those comments are. Every comment that's made, the algorithm thinks, oh, people are interested in what this fat bloke is waffling on about. So therefore, let's recommend his videos to lots of other people. So keep it coming. I've got broad shoulders. I honestly and truthfully think if really you can't do anything else but troll through and send unwarranted hate to people, you're just really sad, and I feel ever so sorry for you. I really do feel sorry for you. So I will say, just be careful when you're buying from Temu. Do some research. Now, everything that I buy from there is more often than not, knit, crochet, yarn, knitting accessory related. There have been instances and proven instances of things like, children's toys not coming up to our safety standards. And there has been some fast fashion on there that don't come up to our safety standards, both like for fire retardantness of the fabric and for some chemical dyes, etc., etc. Do your research. So like I said earlier on, if it's got those safety checks on there, if there's a named person or company that is responsible for checking that those things are safe and adhere to our safety standards, then more often than not you're okay to buy from there. But do some checks. Don't just go on there and buy everything. I've bought some very strange things on there, but that's part of the reason why I do these review videos, and that's to tell you, you know, the things that I've bought and the things that I've found are, you know, good quality and are what they say they are. So I had a little message just to say what am I working on at the moment, and there's a new pattern which is here. I'm going to put up a thing up. I'm doing some stranded knits in this autumn winter's colours and shapes. This is a little vintage inspired jacket. The pattern will be quite soon up on the Patreon site. You can go over there to the Patreon site and buy the patterns one at a time, or if you become a paid member over there, then you've got access to all of the patterns on there as part of your membership. So I'm not entirely sure there's anything else I particularly wanted to talk about today. I'm thinking no, if there was, it's gone, and I'll talk about it next time. Any of you that's in my age group will know. It's like, you know, you go upstairs and you get there and you stand there thinking, what the hell have I come up here for? Anyway, more about that another time. It's been yet again lovely to have you along. Please like and subscribe. It really does help out the channel. That's completely free. All you've got to do is push the little subscribe button, and that really helps get these videos out to many, many more people. You can see the mess behind me. There's loads more stuff arriving, not only from Temu. I do buy from lots of other places as well, and I should be getting ready to do some more review videos on those very soon. I did have a comment from somebody asking me if I'll tidy this up because it really annoys them. I might actually do that. I might go through and just see what I've got, because I'm fairly certain there's things up there that arrive that I've completely forgotten about. So I might do that before you come next time. On the other hand, I might not. I can't be bothered. Anyway, in the meantime, happy yarn smithing, love as always, and I'll see you very soon. Bye bye.